First being introduced in 1977, the Dean ML has been an iconic staple in Dean's lineup of guitars ever since, and still remains so even to this day. And it's been especially made famous by the likes of the late and great Dimebag Darrell of the legendary metal band Pantera. It's also been played by several other guitarists of our time, like the likes of Matt Heafy from Trivium and the late Wayne Static from Static X. Now today, the Dean ML kind of faded a little bit into obscurity, as you really don't notice many big names playing it anymore, and I feel like this is largely in part from massive innovations from other guitar brands over the years, which the Dean ML has largely remained the same ever since, give or take a few different instances, like the Dean multi-scale fan fret with a collar floating bridge. What an ugly piece of shit. I would say anybody that still plays a Dean ML today, I would say is obviously because of Dimebag Darrell, and I'm guilty as charged. As you can see on the wall behind me, I have a couple of MLs already. I used to have two other ones. I had the Dean Black and Gold, and I had a Trans Brasilia burst with a licensed Floyd Rose, which I absolutely regret selling even today. I don't know why the hell I did that. It was such a beautiful guitar. It played good. I don't know what the hell I was thinking. But then I figured to fill that empty void of missing that guitar dearly, I was like, you know what? Let me go check the Dean Guitars website and I'll just buy another one with a Floyd Rose. Shouldn't be that difficult, right? But that's going to be the topic of today's video, because right now, currently, at the time of recording this video, you cannot get a Dean ML brand new at all. Like, I'm not exaggerating, you literally cannot get them brand new at all. Going onto DeanGuitars.com, every single listing of a Dean ML is either on back order or it is completely sold out. Even the more expensive USA models, which are a couple of thousands of dollars, you still can't even get those either. Some of them don't even have a buy now option. They're just a listing that explains it and shows you the price, but there's nowhere to buy them. Now, obviously, you could still get a Dean ML, you just have to buy it used or secondhand. And this is also another huge point of today's video, because I did go look at some Dean ML secondhand on Reverb, and I want to tell you, some of the prices I've seen are absolutely ridiculous. So I'm going to pull up Reverb right now. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about, because it's insane what these prices are at the moment, because I couldn't believe it when I first saw it. All right, so right now we have Dean MLs pulled up on Reverb. We're just going to go through a couple listings just to show you what I'm talking about, because like I said, the prices are outrageous. Like, look at this. You have a Dean ML modifier 7-string for $1,000. Now, keep in mind, according to the website MSRP, a Dean ML with a Floyd Rose Special will run you about $750 new if you were able to buy one new. So right off the bat, it's not looking great. So if we go back, now you have a couple of Dimebag signatures and tributes, which again, because Dimebag's unfortunate passing, anything Dimebag, especially in the guitar department, is going to be a lot of money. Like, look at this one. You have, now I'm looking at this one. It doesn't say if it's a USA. Let me look at the back of the headstock. Usually it says, yeah, I mean, right off the, I don't know if this is USA made, but look at the price. You're talking almost $3,000. That's insane. I mean, given it's a pretty looking guitar, super, super pretty looking guitar, but I mean, $750 versus $3,000? I'm not so sure, man. Now, I've been looking at Reverb for the past couple of weeks, and fortunately, the prices have been coming down quite a bit. And some good news for me, I did end up finding something, and I'll show it at the end of this video. But, like, for example, this one just posted up, I believe today, is a Dean ML 79, no Floyd Rose, classic black, similar to the one I have on the wall behind me, for $600, 120 shipping. That's perfectly reasonable. But like before, that Dean ML for like $3,000, like that's nuts. Here's another Dean ML 79 with the Floyd Rose for $1,000, $100 shipping. It's crazy. Dean ML Shadow for $1,300. I mean, that is a Dimebag. Oh man, you even have the obvious knockoff that Dean tried to do after their lawsuit against the Dime Estate. Clearly not the Dean from Hell, it's just the blue faded, but It's $1,100. I remember this was right around the same price as the Trans Brasilia. So huge markups happening. MLXs, that's the bolt-on neck. More dime bag signatures. There's the black gold. This is literally, I wouldn't be surprised if this is my guitar. This was like an exact guitar that I used to own, and I put EMGs in it. Now, the reason why I know this isn't mine is because mine didn't have this on the back of it. The battery was actually wired in here, and I remember it like bulged out a little bit because the 9-volt didn't really fit with all the wires. But yeah, this was a guitar I literally, to a T, with the pickups and everything, used to own. It's a pretty guitar. I don't know why I sold it. I'm an idiot. But moving on, I want to see if I could find a Trans Brasilia. Here's a Trans Brasilia. Here's an example. This is the exact guitar this is the exact Trans Brasilia that I used to own, except it had the dimebucker installed in the bridge. And this guy's asking, he originally wanted 2,200. Now he's asking 18. I'll just remind you, a brand new one, if it was available, is $750. It's insane. Absolutely insane. USA models, of course, they're going to be expensive. They've always been in the couple thousands range. They're made in the US. So I'm not surprised by this number. Primal Concrete Sledge. Oh boy. Don't know if that's worth 25 grand. I love Dimebag, but I would never pay that much for this guitar. No way. Another Dime Tribute. That's a pretty looking guitar. I don't know for 6 grand, but that blue, look at that blue, man. Ooh, I wish I had 6 grand right now. I'd probably buy this. Another USA. There's the multi-scale. What was Dean thinking with this guitar? Someone, leave a comment down in the comment section. What were they thinking? I think this thing looks absolutely hideous. I mean, that poplar top looks cool with the like the tobacco burst, but I'm not a fan of fan frets. Fan of fan frets. And the color bridge, like the worst floating bridge known to man. Why would you put that on a Dean? Dean was like, let's think of the best way to make the worst Dean ML imaginably possible. All right, so yeah, just a few examples of the crazy prices people are asking for Dean ML, which it's to be expected because you can't even buy them brand new right now. Like, for example, I bought this Blueburst Dean ML about 5 years ago for around $400 secondhand. Yeah, $400. And you saw some of those prices now. It's crazy. And now I noticed on the Dean Guitars website, this seems to mainly be the case with just the Dean ML, because I did look at some of their other guitars and you can buy them brand new through the retailers that they show in different links. And I feel like the reason why this is the case is because of their lawsuit they just got over with Gibson, which I'm sure you guys heard. They lost their lawsuit against Gibson, so now they officially can no longer make the Flying V or the Z shapes. Gibson also put in a petition to get their trademark for the ML canceled. So I feel like that's probably why they held off on making inventory, because they probably feel that if the petition does go through, then they can't make that guitar anymore. That's crazy. Like, you have to think, Dean is in a crappy spot right now. They can't make the Dime Razorback because of their lawsuit that they had with the Dime estate over them trying to steal the Razorback trademark, which is very shitty on Dean. They can't make the Flying V or the Z anymore. And if they lose the ML shape too, they're screwed. I feel like in the near future, I feel like Dean Guitars will go out. With all the shit that they're dealing with right now, and the fact they just came out with new Flying Vs and Zs that they now can no longer sell, that's definitely going to hurt them financially. And I'm sure they're already hurting financially, so if they lose the ML, they're screwed. So if you're a fan of Dean Guitars and the ML, if you could get one secondhand at a decent price, I would totally recommend jumping on it right now, because obviously once Dean goes out, the prices of them are just going to absolutely shoot through the roof, and that's if you'll even been able to find one. So like I mentioned earlier, fortunately for me, I did end up finding a really sweet deal on a Dean ML. I'll post some pictures of the listing here now, and it couldn't have been like the more perfect listing for me, because I wanted a Dean ML with the Floyd Rose, and to top it all off, it already has Dimebag signature pickups already installed. Like, it was just like, it was meant to be. And the price was really good. It was under $1,000. It was still a little bit over MSRP, but considering those prices you guys saw, as soon as I saw this listing, I freaking jumped on it immediately. But the guitar is on the way, and it should be here any day. But when it gets here, I do plan to make a video showing it off, you know, do a casual restring and setup, and do a quick demo to show you guys. Hopefully the thing arrives in one piece, but that's yet to be determined. But also just to show my appreciation for the Dean ML, because it's easily one of my favorite guitars of all time, especially since it was a guitar that my hero, my idol, Dimebag Darrell used to play. And the fact that I actually managed to find one for a decent price with the Floyd Rose, that's super awesome, and I'm super stoked, and I cannot wait to play it. Alright guys, but that's going to wrap it for today's video. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit the subscribe button now. Right now, I'm sitting currently at over 3,000 subscribers, which is absolutely amazing, and I can't thank you guys enough for tuning in and subscribing. But I want to set myself a goal. I want to try and reach 10,000 subs by the end of 2025. So help me out, and let's grow this channel together and make it something absolutely huge and amazing. And if you have a Dean ML or even a Dean Razorback, leave a comment down in the comment section below. I want to hear all about it from you guys. But alright, I will see you guys in the next video. Have a good one, everybody.